Step 3. You are being breathed, surrendering your ego. This step is the most crucial of all. Nothing can happen without this step being fully experienced and engaged. The full realization that you are not making yourself live or die in every moment, that you are being lived in every moment, that you are being breathed in every moment, is important and central to the whole process. Meditation is the opportunity to experience the reality of how life supports you, that you're not alone, and that you are not making yourself live. We delude ourselves into believing that we maintain our life, but our life is essentially maintained through no will or doing of our own. You are a passenger on your soul's journey, but instead of enjoying the ride, you think that you're in the driver's seat. And it is exactly that that ruins the whole trip. Life is beautiful, poignant, moving, and awe-inspiring when we know that we're not doing it on our own. We're not alone, and we're not an isolated monad in space trying to control life. Surrendering the steering wheel of your life to your soul, surrendering to the awesomeness of life, its unknowable movement and unforeseeable future, is the basis of happiness. The most important step of ego alchemy is surrender. Surrender is what turns on the power of intent. Surrender is key to the placebo effect. Surrender is getting out of the way so that universal consciousness is not blocked by our petty thoughts, fears, and desires. Surrender means that your ego has let go of the outcome so that the full potential of that moment can pour through. Consider this meditation as a mini vacation, a body-mind mini spa. There's nothing for you to do. Find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. If you are sitting, make sure that your chair supports your back and that your arms can be comfortably placed and that your feet are flat on the floor. If you're lying down, be sure that you're on a soft mat. Have a pillow or two for your knees, and that your body is in a comfortable position. And if at any time there's any discomfort, just do what you need to do. Scratch your nose, loosen your belt or your clothes. In this meditation, the object of your focus is the pleasant sensations related to complete relaxation. So take a few breaths with your eyes softly focused. Allow your concerns and thoughts to flow out with the outwave of the breath, as if those concerns and worries and tensions were being carried out to the sea. Each successive wave of breath is a wave that carries away your worries, your thoughts, your preoccupations. Just let them go. Begin by relaxing your jaw. Relax your jaw and drop your jaw slightly. And as you do so, try to detect the subtle relaxation that spreads through your face and head and through your neck. It can be very subtle, but feel it as it really is, a wave that moves through the cells of your body, through and between every molecule of your body. Imagine your eyes settling into their sockets and relaxing with the wave of the out-breath. Maintain contact with that wave of relaxation as it moves through your face and your head. Notice that when you breathe in, that your chest rises up. And on the out-breath, how the settling of the chest creates a pleasant sensation which ripples down into your abdomen and into the front of your torso and the sides and the ribs. A wave of relaxation, a wave of light, of consciousness spreading through your cells. Notice how the in-breath causes the shoulders to rise up just slightly, and the out-breath causes them to drop slightly, sending relaxation into your shoulders, which spreads its waves down your arms and into your hands and out your fingers. When you breathe in, notice your spine tends to stretch upwards and the vertebrae settle back down with the out-breath. Try to connect with the pleasure of that sensation in your spine. Notice the relaxation as a wave, an undulating wave. Like all sensations, which are waves, they are impermanent, moving through everything and dissipating, arising and dissipating. As your spine stretches upward, all the vertebrae stretch upward, and feel the moment of stillness at the peak of the breath, and then the fall, the settling of the vertebrae with the out-breath that flows down into your lower back and right into your sacrum. If thoughts arise, if sounds from the outside or unpleasant sensations, pain or discomfort pull you away, use them to hone your ability to return to the feeling of the subtle pleasure with every out-breath. As your breath comes in, notice how your shoulder blades slightly float upwards, sliding along your ribs, slightly rotating, coming to the uppermost point. And then, with the out-breath, the shoulder blades gently float downwards, floating down along your ribs, rotating downwards into a greater relaxation, a wave of relaxation, a wave moving through them and through your rib cage. Notice the very gentle, natural movement of the breath in the abdomen or diaphragm, wherever you feel it most, and be with the wave-like nature of the breath, its gentle rising and falling. Allow that wave to move into your legs. Right now, your legs don't have to do any work. They can relax and enjoy this moment. Feel the wave of relaxation as it moves with the breath and enters and moves through your legs. Your legs are limp and restful with a subtle quality of pleasure and softness. Feel how all the large muscles of the legs are letting go, can let go with every out-breath. Feel that wave of relaxation go right into the feet and toes. Stay in contact with the sense of repose in your whole body as a whole. Now, drop any control of your breath. Just sink into the warm sensations of letting go. Notice how the breath begins of its own accord, and notice all the subtle changes within the breath. Notice how the tiny muscles between the ribs contract ever so slightly with the in-breath and release that contraction with the out-breath. Notice how the breath begins in your diaphragm with the contraction that causes a gentle rising of the abdomen and chest, and how good the release feels with the out-breath. If there is pain, just greet it with global relaxation as something temporary and go back to the pleasure. Let your mind rewire itself. When pain arises, don't hold on, just ignore it and come back to the global, subtle pleasure of relaxation. Learn to pull your mind back to this subtle layer whenever you're distracted. You are bringing your mind back to the subtle pleasure of every out-breath, the pure pleasure of letting go. Your mind will learn to do this automatically, to let go of holding on, to let go of pain, and to open itself to the pleasure of letting go. You are not trying to change anything. You are simply bringing your awareness to more subtle layers. You are learning to focus your awareness on the wave-like dimension of your body, the flowing, wave-like nature of who you are. Experience the wave-like nature of who you are as a dance of interconnecting waves, moving and intersecting, waves that reach out to the far reaches of the universe, of the cosmos, waves that move through and come through all other living beings, the waves of life, the waves of light. Feel how your boundaries are not really boundaries, how there is nothing but waves as the essential reality. You are nothing but waves, moving waves, undulating waves. Every thought, every sensation is a wave moving through. Feel yourself being breathed. Feel how the breath begins of its own accord. Notice how this happens in the slight contractions of the diaphragm and the muscles between the ribs. Then notice how beautiful and pleasant the release of these muscles is. Feel yourself being breathed as your shoulder blades rise up, floating gently along your ribs, and how they float down with the out-breath. Feel your entire body being breathed. Feel the gentle contractions, the subtle contractions occurring everywhere in your body. Sink into the pleasure of being breathed. The gentle waves of universal energy very gently squeezing you with the in-breath and releasing you with the out-breath. Release and surrender yourself to the life force that maintains you, that breathes you, and that keeps you alive. Enjoy the pleasure of surrender. Then very gently bring your awareness to the subtle contractions of the skin inside your nose, noticing the coolness of the air as it is pulled into your body. Notice the movement of air on your face and all around you. And whenever you are ready, stretch your arms and your neck and gently open your eyes. In this journaling exercise, you're going to be writing about surrendering the ego and the will. Accept that you're not doing your life alone or on your own. Accept that you are a passenger on your soul's journey and that you are alive due to a universal effort to sustain your next breath, your next moment on this planet. Accept that you are always guided, that you have always been guided, but you might have been distracted. So today, consciously ask to be aware of that guidance, to set the intent to be in the service to your soul. Surrender your need to accomplish, to solve, or to know. Instead, invite your soul into your day when you wash your face in the mirror. Allow yourself to become aware of the quiet internal force that drives life and you, your soul. Be okay with whatever happens. Just allow. Trust that whatever happened just needed to happen. And focus on accepting it, moving on, and seeing what the next step is. Try to just listen without giving advice. Just listen and surrender the situation to your soul, to something higher, to the universe. Be okay with being in the unknown. So in your journal, make note of how much more relaxed you are when you do this, and how the day progresses and flows with ease on the days that you do this meditation.